Good evening, Speed Gaming. I am Code Gorilla. I will be one of your commentators for this evening, and welcome to the 2025 Crystalis Randomizer online tournament. I am joined today by just Chris. Chris, how you doing?
Aloha, Code. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing good, doing good. On tracking today, we have Uranium Anchor. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Hopefully I won't miss much.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do great. And today we are watching a rematch of the 2022, I believe, tournament finals. Tornel versus Mashima. This is where Mashima got his name. And
No, not looking at his timer.
I don't know what's going on here. Is there like a stream delay?
There goes Mashima's timer. Okay. I'm not
I
sure
think
whose
Tornel
timer
might
that
have just
was.
got a false start.
Oh, maybe he hit himself. Anyway, we got both characters named Tornel, so hope we can tell them apart.
Tornel versus Tornel.
There you
More
go.
Thunder and a Mimic to start with. All right.
That mimic will be useful later for some harvesting of funds.
Absolutely.
So the Flagsburg race in this tournament, they've swapped all the homes around. It looks like we've got nothing useful here except maybe the eyeglasses hut.
We did at least have warp boots for sale in Leaf, so that's always a nice thing to see in these seeds. We've got both players heading straight into GBC Cave. No surprises there. I don't usually prefer to go check the windmill until I know that there's something meaningful there to go do.
And Mashima heading for the exit, whereas Tornel's going to do the 2 checks. Default exit goes to the Goa field.
I don't hate this. If you find out that the 2 checks in GBC Cave are just junk, you can check the wall and then reset.
Yep.
Okay, Opal Statue is like right at the threshold of what I'd be willing to not reset for, personally.
How about 2
Opal
Opal statues instead?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'd definitely be walking out and keeping that. I think that's worth it.
And we have an
do
ice
have
wall that
randomized-
needs the
Okay.
Sword of Fire, yeah.
Tornel opted to Wild Warp out. Mashima is going to go ahead and reset out of those opals. Interesting.
If the game gets hard enough, he can always go back and get them.
Yeah.
See if Go's got anything useful. There's the Oak Elder.
And not much else. And Vanilla Goa entrance. Okay.
Yep. So the logic of this flag set technically means we need to have barrier before going through that, but that's probably one of the most brokenly logicked sequences people do in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, especially with easy access to 2 opals, like, using an opal as a makeshift barrier is definitely a reasonable play, I think. Not right now, because you can't break the wall or do anything there, but once you have some swords to test.
Just go visit the face.
Yeah.
And so far, the first check up, Hydra's a fruit of power. So progress has to be in either the 1 check in Oasis that Mashima was going down to. Actually, that has to be progress, right?
I think that has to be it.
There's nothing yet.
Save to reload from.
You can't have anything in the windmill cave.
No, none of the things in Windmill Cave do anything without an item, yeah.
Yep.
So Mashima has a slight edge here from resetting out of GPC Cave and from not buying warp boots right away. And we have our
There's
Sword
that
of
Sword of
Water. Okay. It's always a nice thing to have in this part of the world. That gives you access to another town. There's, of course, a check still in Oasis Cave here, which, yeah, I imagine Mashma is going to go check.
And we know walls are randomized, so they might be able to get the power ring behind the wall face in here.
Yeah, although I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised, or that's not the word I'm looking for. I wouldn't blame them for not wanting to go check it right now. It's pretty far out of the way, just because of how long Oasis Cave is.
Yep. Let's see, I'm going to make my wild guess and say that progress is going to be the second check we can now access up Hydra. And of course, Mashimo is doing exactly what you told him not to do.
I could really see it going either way, because on the one hand, it's out of the way, but on the other hand, you're already halfway there once you've gotten the lower items, so I feel like at that point you might as well. And you have to walk out because you got to keep that Sword of Water, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Cannot break the wall. And looks like Tornel's doing the same thing here.
So far we've seen two things weak to water that are weak in vanilla, so we might have non-randomized enemy weaknesses.
Yeah. It's a little early to say, but... I think also as important, we've seen two things resistant to water that are normally resistant to water in the Flail Knights and Mimics. Yep, I like going and checking Chiron here. Not a ton of options open to you at this point. It's either something in Chiron, like this Elder. Nope, never mind. It's not the Leaf Elder.
Halfway to making Zebu appear. There's the dance hall with Kensu later.
Speaking of Zebu.
Yep. That change gives us access to Swan.
Okay, okay. That does something. Oh, those boots were expensive. And Mashima has not found that many things he can actually kill at this point. Tornel opting to buy a couple of medical herbs as well.
How much does an opal sell for? Is it worth selling to buy more boots?
I don't believe it does. I believe it has no sell price.
Oh no.
So... Alright, Mashima is going to take the time to...
Oh no!
Mostly climb up Mount Hydra. Just going to take a nice scenic look over that bridge there.
Getting revenge on the Beholder for paralyzing him.
I'm just glad you didn't get petrified while one of those robots is on screen, because those tend to be pretty aggressive.
With both runners deciding to go up to get this at least one check, because the walls could be randomized.
Yeah, I think you also check the walls here. Nope, need that Sword of Fire.
Sword. First case that builds up some of their experience and money to buy more boots.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Mashima has any boots right now. So he's gonna have to...
No, he's his only pair.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
That's convenient.
It's not progress, but it is convenient.
So that means actual progress is in Swan?
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's...
actual progress even be here, though?
They've seen the Oak Elder, so they could see the Zebu student, but then they don't have the alarm flute.
Arillis. Arillis' basement.
Yep, that
As
could
a
be
free
it. Oh, Mashima not freeing any of the prisoners.
Tornel changing into Storm. I assume on accident. Vanilla Storm Hut.
Stom did not pay his bribes. to the guards. And there is the student, so I'm guessing the alarm
And
flute's
there's
going to be in the
Aurelius.
basement.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah, okay.
I've played this game once or twice.
Alright, so let's backtrack back to Windmill Cave.
Yep, very linear seed so far.
So, I don't know, to answer a question in the chat, is there a boot camp-like video of ins and outs of Crystalis Rando? Been watching various matches and I played vanilla years ago. That comes from Imagine Sleep in the chat. There's not a specific video like that, although I have entertained the idea of making one such video before. I know, like, Matrick has a series of videos about the various glitches, but that's probably more specific than what you're looking for if you're looking to get into the rando for the first time. I will say that there is a fairly active Discord community that's always happy to answer any questions you might have. But as opposed to something that's just like, here's a video on how to approach Crystalis Randomizer, not really. Not a bad idea, though.
Yeah, the way I got into it was I watched one or two of these tournaments, and then I started doing practice seeds with those tournament flag sets.
Alright.
And the Sleeping Guard having the Sword of Fire, and the Stomp Fight being in Windmill. So with that Fire Sword, we can now go through the other checks up Hydra.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Weaknesses are randomized. Because that mimic
the
was
Fire
not
Sword.
fire.
Yeah, so they're still going to be impoverished for a bit longer.
Yeah. As soon as they pick up a third sword, though, your money issues are gone. Tornel
Here's
also
hoping
picking
for
up...
flight and many other trade-in items for the next half an hour.
Tornel also picking up that Sword of Fire, and also getting the bad news about the mimic.
Mashima taking some time to build up some money. Who
Yeah,
knows,
gotta
you might
be
not
able
even
to
ever
afford those
get
poor folks.
teleport in these seeds.
Which is funny, given that you have to go through the vanilla sequence to get into Mount Saber through the north, you'd think that it would come up more often. But no, it still gets buried.
I think about a third of the time the seed rolls such that you can't use both ways to access Saber North.
Mm-hmm.
So then it becomes a key hunt.
Mashima opting to pick up these opal statues now that he's going back through here for the other exit. Whereas Tornel is just booking it to that exit because he doesn't need to refix
And that
those.
ties them up nicely.
Yep. Yeah, almost in sync. Ooh, that doesn't do much.
Well, if they get telepathy, they can talk to the rabbit.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
This
it might be having to go up the rest of Hydra.
Yeah. Personally, I'm holding out for a hero. Power Ring spot.
trying to curse them.
Look, one day I will actually be banned from rolling seeds again.
So Sahara's got Clark and Brokahana, and talk to them after dealing with some of the bosses. And we're going back up the mountain.
Yep.
Oh, Tornel's actually going to make a out-of-logic play for the fortress.
Interesting. With only 2 swords, but you know weaknesses are randomized, so you could get past Kelbesk here.
Well, the first boss is the wall. And the wall wins.
Alright, well. No early Goa dives for you.
No, forgot he had a leaf herb equipped and used it with full HP.
Happens to the best of us. Well, you don't save with items equipped.
I thought he was just anticipating a face hug.
Alright, so we got Gozen Ledge over here. Ooh, we've got Medusas.
Oh, that's twice now.
And he turned at the last second, so he's not even gonna... Okay, the Medusa left him alone, but one trick you can do when you're about to get petrified is if you have your sword out when you get petrified, sometimes enemies will just walk into your sword and kill themselves while...
It's less a trick and more of, well, I'm glad my sword was out when I got paralyzed. That was a wind, orb of wind on the ledge, so we're going all the way up.
Yeah. We got 2 swords and 2 orbs, and none of them match.
Now, if this chest all the way up here is flight, I hope they don't make the mistake I did once and immediately warp out, leaving
I think I've
behind
done
the
that
last
before
chest.
too, yeah. These warlocks playing some good defense.
Got the warlocks and the butterflies.
They always seem to come as a pair. Something sprite tables. Eyeglasses. Okay. So lighthouse at lighthouse is what I'm hearing?
Oh, and use the alarm flute on Sleeping Kensu.
Yeah.
Alright, now I found a new soft lock, so I hope they don't replicate it by using the eyeglasses and then saving.
That's a
Mashima
weird
avoided.
one. I have not taken the time to look into that yet, but that is a weird one. Yep.
And you were
Lighthouse
correct.
at lighthouse.
Lighthouse on the lighthouse.
And there's a Sword of Wind, okay. So money problems are over.
I'm guessing the progress is then the power ring spot?
Or just Cordell. The wall behind Zebu was...
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Wall.
I forgot about that. So, yeah, that would open up a whole new town. Lots of spots.
Yeah, I assume that's where they're going next. Tornel also picking up the Sword of Wind.
Go, Tornel, get your money.
Nah, Tornel's like, $272, that's enough. Don't need to get greedy.
That'll last the whole rest of the game.
And honestly, not stopping to grind for money has put Tornel very slightly ahead. That said, it is really neck and neck. Right now, the only real difference is Tornel knows that the Goa entrance is not fire or water.
Now being behind Zebu, they're 2 items away from getting up Saber North. Telepathy and Teleport.
More than that, though, actually. Because they don't have access to the rabbit. Because the rabbit's in Joel.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
So they also need...
Rabbit's in
like,
Joel.
Yeah. Flight or shell flute. And everything that comes with Vanilla Dolphin. Which seems unlikely.
Oh, I hear we're in for a 2-hour seed.
I would be surprised if these runners spent 2 hours on this flag set.
Looks like both runners are climbing up Saber West.
Yep. Mashima's starting to head for the tornado raised spot before remembering, oh yeah, I don't actually have a way to get up that slope. At least not in logic. I did see that there was there's Mosquito there, which is... Technically, you can use it to damage boost your way up that slope and get there out of logic. However, you have to do so without also getting paralyzed by said Mosquito. Or else, what's the point?
We're now finding an orb of fire.
Alright, not bad, not bad.
So if our desired bracelet is fire and wind, and that bracelet's right next to the other Tornel, we could do that trade-in.
Yeah, we don't have any information about trade-ins yet, whether they're randomized or not. Mashima also picking up that orb.
I did actually see Tornel check the queen earlier. She does want the plant, so it's entirely possible they're not randomized.
Good catch, good catch.
Thanks, you.
That's right, they did have change when they got there, so they could have checked that.
This hallway full of a certain type of hugger.
Hey, look!
Hey, look, there's a tornado.
Tornel just walked 5 feet to the right. Like, it was right there. Come on, man.
Well, to him it looks like an orb. I thought Tornel was going to warp out there for a quick second.
He was starting to walk away, and it's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Alright, Mashima has also picked up that statue.
Linearity, so the next thing, that statue was wanted by Akahana in the town that we have access to.
Yeah.
The newly accessible town.
Yeah, both players, of course, walking out because they went straight to do this before setting any warp points in, like, Bryn Mawr or anything.
Mashima's poisoned, but he's got plenty of herbs to sustain him.
Yeah, it might be a minor drain on his resources, but it won't be that bad.
Tornel first going to Amazon.
Yep. I mean, that's the closer town. It's the one you go to first.
And it is full of nothing. Sometimes if I'm in Bryn Mawr, I'll save there, check out Amazon, and if it's empty, just reload.
Yeah. Or, like, save right before you make the ice bridge. Or right after you make the ice bridge, maybe. In case it is good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has important stuff in it, but just for, like... Oh, interesting. Telepathy.
That gets us Stom's rabbit outside of Sahara.
Yeah.
As another check. I imagine they're going to first check on... Free him! Free him! No, Tornel! Not ski stuck, it's ski free!
Vanilla ski free, by the way. Also, this is feeling like vanilla trade-ins, honestly. Hazmat, okay, yeah.
Now we can go to Oak, and we've seen the Stom fight was located at the windmill, so they can do that after they visit Oak.
Alright, Mashima is
there we go, Mashima has validated the seed.
I think we all know who's winning. The answer is ski free.
As soon as he wakes up from his nap. Have the boat owner at the Stom fight location.
Tornel not bothering to check what the boat owner wants, probably assuming vanilla trade-ins at this point. Both players picking up an orb of water.
Yep, and Mashima checking fog lamp for the boat owner.
Yeah, vanilla trade-ins does seem pretty likely.
Yep, yep. Mashima not knowing where to go. Oh.
Mashima hasn't actually picked up that hazmat yet.
Oh, he didn't know he did the trade-in. Wait.
No, he didn't.
Well, that's confusing, because where's his statue?
No, he did the trade-in. That gave you telepathy. He hasn't gone to Dio yet.
Oh, the bunny. He needs to see the bunny.
Yeah. I can't imagine anyone ever forgetting that rabbit in, like, a high-profile race or anything like that.
Oh, and I missed it. I'm guessing Tornel found the Oak Mom in Oak.
Sure seems like
He
it.
was able to rescue the child.
Although he picked up the child, wild warp out, went to go buy a bunch of warp boots, and is now warping back to Oak.
The child is in the hero's pocket, everybody. And look, there he is. He's fine. He's fine. So we'll get an item from the mom, and then we can get an item from the elder. I bet the elder has the other half of that, from that broken statue.
I suppose we did see the Elder. Yep.
There it is.
Barrier, okay.
The fortress now in logic.
Yeah.
And use the wind sword to probably
where
open
it
it up.
wants you to go. Although it looks like Tornel might... Oh, I was going to stock up first. No. It's going to go check the Storm fight first. Whereas Moshma looks like he's diving back into Oasis Cave instead of going to check Dio.
I think he's forgotten that he had access to Sahara. No, I saw it on the menu. This is a very long check that only has a 50-50. Well, I guess for him, we haven't seen him check Fire Sword.
Speaking from personal experience, it's very easy to forget Dio, so...
Yeah. Again, I can't imagine anyone that would forget that in a high-profile race. Certainly not anyone in this call at the moment.
That's kind of important.
Well, that was definitely worth checking before going into Goa. I imagine we'll now see Tornel full clear Goa here.
Did Tornel
honestly,
check the Windmill Cave? If I were him, I would be looking for the Crystalis trade-in first.
But they've checked all the ones that they can.
Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere they can go that would have it.
Because the Windmill Cave is what had the Storm fight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're sure it hasn't been replaced by Messia? She didn't just kick him out? That could be really evil. The rooms rotate once you use them.
Okay, Moshma is now on his way to Dio.
So that's a good sign for Mashima. The front of Goa wall was thunder, and so Mashima will be forced to do Storm fight.
Yeah, the seed definitely seems to be funneling you to get all the swords, then go into Goa.
This is a blessed seed.
Yeah, honestly, like... It's an extremely linear seed, for better and for worse.
Yeah. But for now, first taken out, Mado 1. Okay, he made sure Stom's dead, so he's half validated the seed.
Killing his own student, how rude.
We're now making use of sword charge glitz to get bracelet power on the water sword.
Yeah, kind of just taking a guess at what Motto might be weak to. Turns out he's weak to what he already has a bracelet in, so...
Yeah. I'm guessing he did water sword, because that's the worst one to fight as just level 2.
I could see that, yeah. You're out of MP.
Gotta beat him up the old-fashioned way. Stab it. Oh, one hit away from not busting his opal.
Really trying to preserve that opal. Oh, you're on the wrong sword. Yep. Yep.
Fourth time's the charm.
How many times can you reset out of Mado 1?
Usually it's made of 2, that's the resets.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright. I did notice Tornel did actually sell one of those opals, so I may have been mistaken about them having 0 sell value. It's been a while since I've tried to sell one.
There he goes.
There we go.
So that didn't provide any progress. So into the fortress we go.
Not quite. We're gonna do Brokahana first.
I forgot about the bro. Mashima about to pick up his Thunder Sword. Yeah, this is the check I probably forget most often. Throw it in the trash.
Honestly, you're not unhappy to have that iron necklace once you get to Motto 2, given that you still haven't been given any armor. Like, there are worse things it could have been.
Could have been the shield bracelet.
Could have been the Fruit of Lime. Although I don't know why Fruit of Lime gets memed on so much when Fruit of Repun is just as bad.
Tornel Sword Charge Glitch the Fire Sword, hoping that it's going to be Helbesk 2's weakness.
Yep.
So Mashima's currently 2 minutes about behind.
Depends on whether or not Mashima decides to go fight Mono 1 here, or just decides to go straight into Goa.
Yeah, that could save him some time. There he goes.
Looks like he's going straight in. Alright, no luck with the Sword of Fire.
And again, wind. What's the chance that every boss is weak to wind? Is that 1 out of 4 to the 8th?
Something like that.
Nice.
4 to the
Get up in
7th.
his face with barrier and stab strat.
Oh, nice. Psycho Shield. Alright, well.
Don't need to worry about paralysis anymore, or stoning. Mashima also using the stab and barrier strat.
So other than Tornel having Motto 1 and Brokahana done, the 2 are pretty close.
And Tornel just took the strength lead at level 6.
Yeah, although Mashima's like 2 enemies away from that.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Mashima seeing that Fruit of Repun and resetting to his save point.
Yeah, makes sense. Saves a little bit of time. You do lose a small amount of XP, but that's not really a huge deal.
And the runners could have sword charge glitch after Helbesk 2, but with these water bridges you need, plus 1 more random wall, plus another random weakness, you likely wouldn't be able to
random
actually
walls,
use
because
it.
you want to check both items, like...
Yeah,
I don't think you're ever
those walls
sword charge
don't have to be
glitching
the
there.
same. But of course the answer will be wind.
I think if it's a level 2 sword, you probably still just do the fight instead of walk back and sword charge glitch.
Oh yeah. They're strong enough and their difficulty level's not too high.
And you have barrier against the Barra too, which is like the best tool you could want, I feel like, in that particular fight. Barrier just invalidates so many of Sparrow's attacks. Mashma has pulled ever so slightly ahead here. Just getting through this room a little bit faster.
I think Tornel was taking down more of the flyers.
Yeah.
Oh, not wind. And fire, so that'll be easy, even at just level 2.
Yeah. I think Tornel's trying to get another level here because he's so close.
Oh, yeah. He's got that poison plant showing up.
Yeah.
Spam it.
Worth noting that Tornel's also is 2 levels higher on the Sabera 2 fight, but also hit another scaling threshold from getting that iron necklace, so...
Yep.
Mashma needing to reset there is not good for him.
And you have an opal. I guess he wants to save it for Mado 2.
Looks like 8 damage per hit on Tornel's side. And 6 per hit on Mashma's. Of course, both of those are a little misleading because it's pretty easy to get multiple hits with level 2 fire shots.
There goes.
Yeah.
Tornel.
Yeah, I think that extra level made a significant difference there.
That not resetting out of the first fight.
Yeah, although they basically started Mashma's second fight and Tornel's fight at close to the same time. There's the Fruit of Lime. Get that out of here.
Oh. Mashima trying the stab strats. Less successful against this boss.
It's kind of difficult to get stab strats off on Sabera 2. Not impossible, but difficult. Alright.
I think I'll do that with Crystalis because the energy, the ball size takes out her little floaty shield.
Both players have made it past Sabera 2. Mashima, of course, going to make a quick checkpoint there.
Mado's floor coming up empty so far.
Fruit of Lime, Mimic. Blizzard Bracelet. Okay, well...
That could help in the upcoming fight.
Yeah. It gives you 25% more chance to actually have a bracelet from Auto 2, which is great. Like, if you have a bracelet, the boss becomes trivialized. Basically, all the bosses become pretty easy if you have the matching bracelet.
And Cappy Lime did not just go on the floor, it went into the crevice. Into the void.
Into the spike pits.
Where it belongs.
Get it mashed up in the machinery.
Mado's floor, much less fun when you don't have flight.
Yeah, it looks like the only thing on Mato's floor is that Blizzard Bracelet. Tornel actually taking the time to deal with some of these wraiths here. Not something you see very often, but
I think he's gonna get the next level before the Mado fight.
it does look that way. Especially wraiths give a lot of experience. And there were kind of a bunch of them all grouped together.
Yep. Also doesn't want to get kicked off the platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, these tornado bracelet shots are as much defensive as they are offensive. Because this qualifies as a Hellway, in my opinion. I mean, it's got butterflies, it has to.
Yeah, anything with butterflies and projectile paralysis. Although your shield will keep you from falling off, or no?
No, I don't think it does. I think you still fall. Which sucks.
Gross.
Alright, Thunder
Thundermado.
Not too bad, but you would prefer a bracelet.
No bracelets for you.
The nice thing about Thunder is you don't have to worry about as much about aiming. And yeah, you can see Tornel did switch to that iron necklace for Motto 2 here.
You can try to justify it, but no, it's still a bad item.
I don't know, you see how little damage Motto is actually doing here? Like,
Yeah. And down goes Motto, and you get, again, another consumable. Yeah, especially compared to Mashima's side. That hit took off half his hit points.
And they're now at the same scaling breakpoint, but Tornel just has 2 levels on Mashima, so much easier fight on Tornel's side than on Mashima's side. The one thing Mashima does have going for him are these 2 opals, which I imagine he'll be happy to pop one of them here.
I think that was an intentional pop so he could be invulnerable and stab.
Yeah. Nope, didn't quite last long enough to get the kill, but still made it through.
The death boosting.
Alright, let's see what Carmine's Item Emporium has for us today.
We have to have something for progress, right? So flight or...
And there's gotta be something pretty soon.
Yeah, 'cause...
We got 6 checks left before we're out here.
And then the one on the other side of the Oasis Cave River.
I was counting that, yeah. I wasn't
Or if we find
counting
the ivory statue.
Yeah, we don't have the ivory statue yet. Oh,
There's
there
a
we go.
Crystalis.
That'll be progress.
So that's either going to be Pyramid, or Stixie, or Portoa. There's a Shell Flute as well.
Yeah. Shell Flute doesn't do anything on its own, but it's the start of something potentially important. Yeah. Mashima taking some unfortunate poison there from a slime blob that was hiding behind a wall, which is just kind of rude.
Yeah, there's a vanilla weakness. Carmine and Thunder.
10 damage per hit, shouldn't be too hard to fight.
So this one I'm surprised. There he goes. Get up and face and use the stabs again.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting for him to stop in a good spot for the stabs.
Oh, and there's teleport.
Okay. That's almost Saber North access, but not quite.
You just need Joel access first.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we did get the alarm flute, although there's no way we have an external buildings to activate the shell flute before going out into the ocean.
Well, we'll see what's in Stixie. I think that's the next thing they're all going to check.
Yeah. Alright. Let's put...
Teleport means no more worrying about warp boots.
To be maximum annoying, you put Ivory Statue at this check in Oasis Cave, so you have to walk all the way back in.
Well, they could put it behind the whatever key to Stixie unlocks.
Yeah, that's honestly the worst thing. And then Vanilla Flight.
Again, Code trying to will us into a 2-hour-long seed.
I mean, it's been a pretty straightforward seed so far. Nope, just some more boots. Alright. So the only thing the only thing that immediately unlocked more checks that we got in all of Goa was Key to Stixie. And honestly, in terms of progression items, we got that, Teleport, and Shell Flute.
Yep.
Stixie did not have very much in it at all. It's honestly kind of surprising. You know, one of the reasons you usually rush Stixie is, in addition to being a bunch of required bosses, is there's a ton of checks in there. And so,
yeah, for opening progress.
Usually you get a bunch of good stuff, but no, the seed has stayed steadfastly linear so far. Like, I don't believe either player has really made meaningful routing decisions at this point.
Yeah. You get one choice and you'll like it. And behind Stixie, we have Sabera's Fortress. So that'll be 1, 2, 3 checks, plus then Clark afterward. 4 checks, actually.
Yeah, 4 checks. 2 bosses, 2 chests.
Oh, Mashima did not confirm the death of Storm.
Oh, there we go. There's Flight.
Well, there's the opening item.
And that means Saber North access as well.
Did he get Key to Prison? Oh, I guess he could go to Joel.
Yeah, you can go to Joel now,
Yeah.
because you can fly out from Swan.
You might also be able to get Crystalis on the beach house.
Yeah. I think your swords are powerful enough at this point that you don't leave here to go get that right now.
No.
But that is your next step after this.
Yeah, you've already beat up most of the bosses.
Yeah.
Now Mashima catching up with his Mado 1 homework.
Yep. Storm Bracelet. Okay, yeah, that makes it even less likely that you need to go get Crystalis.
Game is heavy on the bracelets and not so much on the accessories.
Yeah.
So right now for the fortress entrances, we haven't found Pyramid, Portoa Castle, and... Is that it?
Stixie itself.
And Stixie, yeah.
I find it funny that we have all these bracelets, and Sabera is weak to the one bracelet we don't have.
Of course.
Not that it matters too much. With Barrier and a level 2 Fire Sword, it's still a very quick fight. Honestly, there's a chance we're already in Go mode. If, like, Pyramid is vanilla, and... Pyramid is vanilla, and Crystalis is either on the tower or in the beach house.
Now, do you if they don't get Crystalis on the beach house, they got to play a game to decide if they're going to climb tower or if they're going to look for the key to prison.
That could still be behind Rage, right?
Yeah, so there's 2 checks in the Portoa region, and there's 1 check on tower.
Yeah. 100%, I'm not scouring the world for key to prison, I'm just going up tower. Especially, you have all the bracelets you could possibly want. Like, tower will not be hard. It's not even max scaling in tower. Tower will be easy, you do tower. Assuming that you've found Dragon 1 and can do tower.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he just got from Clark. What was that?
Looks like just a magic ring, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're now going to go check out the pyramid.
Yep.
We're going to hope it's Stixie.
It
It's
is
not
Porto.
Stixie.
Okay, now you need access to the Portoa region no matter what. Because either it's going to have your means of activating the shell flute.
What do they need to activate the shell flute?
The answering machine and the beach house are the two things we haven't seen yet. Also...
And Crystalis.
Yeah.
So Crystalis could be in tower.
Crystalis could be in tower. Did I just see correctly that the queen was not in the castle?
The guard was blocking, yes.
Huh. Huh.
Time to go check the logic again.
Well, I did see Fortune Teller earlier.
Okay, well, if we have Fortune Teller, then it's fine.
Or rather, I saw the
what
Fortune
did the-
Teller's room. I think it was in Leaf, actually.
Yeah, it was somewhere in this. I think Tornel's making a unnecessary stop.
Yeah, I don't think he even stepped in the shed at Joel.
No, you need to do this first.
Yeah, but he already did this like an hour ago, I thought.
Yeah, he did. When he first went through there.
He did, because he went through there. I wonder if he's thinking that you have to talk to Zebu after you make that trigger. You do
There's
not.
the fortune teller.
Yeah, because Mashima just talked to the rabbit.
And Joe pointing out correctly in the chat that you can also just access the fortune teller from the back if you have either flight or sword of water.
Oh, that's true.
And
Those
you're
rooms are not
playing.
usually randomized.
Usually. Don't trust anything I give you, though.
That was the windmill on the beach house.
Yeah, honestly, it's looking like the Portoa region, and therefore the key to prison, is going to have all the answers to this seed. And so this race might come down to whoever gets that first. Mashima flying into the back of the Portoa Queen first. Okay, Portoa Queen also didn't have anything important on her.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that Tornel flew up to the top of Hydra, and that was just a consumable. Both runners heading up to Saber North.
Yeah, somehow they've synced back up. I'm not sure exactly what they've done differently.
Well, Tornel...
Very little. They're at the same danger level.
Yeah. Tornel went up all the way to Hydra to check that flight blocked spot. And then he did a couple of roundabout way to get the queen to show up. Whereas Mashima didn't care about the queen. There we have nothing of significance at Naders.
Mashima opting to buy some armor because the seed has not spat any out yet. Which I assume means this first check in Saber North is going to be the Psycho armor.
And just ignore that NPC taking a nap at the bottom of the hill. He's fine. Unless you talk to him.
Or slide down onto him from the top rope.
And then talk to him 15 times unintentionally.
Insect flute. Okay, well.
So that could
could be
open
a
up
check.
one check. Like the
I mean,
Nausicaa bug.
honestly, we're getting to the point where one check could be the deciding thing, because we just need the key to prison.
Yeah.
I feel like the key to prison basically has to be go mode.
I'm gonna bet it's on the flight blocked spot in Oasis Cave.
Is fog lamp still important at this point?
Oh, you're right. Fog lamp could be important because Pyramid could be in Zombie Town. That's
We
a
haven't
good call.
found... Oh, yeah.
Statue of Gold.
Is
Tornel
it faster
opting.
to fly up the mountain at this point than just walk through the rest of the way?
I think it is, because there's like 2 walls you have to break, and sitting through those animations takes a long time. But it's a very close thing. So it also depends on
trying to do
how...
it.
Yeah.
It also makes a save point, so it's slightly safer.
But you gotta click the right town.
Yeah. It does matter how fast you are with your menuing.
Just an herb where the key to prison usually is.
Alright.
Our penultimate boss this time. Again, no bracelets on any of the bosses, except for the tornado.
Yeah.
Somehow Mashima is caught up in level. They're both at level 9.
Yeah, honestly, they're both at basically the exact same point. Love pendant. Okay. Alright, we'll be back here later once we get the key to prison.
So what checks do they have available right now?
He did pick up the Statue of Gold. He could go to the Whirlpool.
Yep. And they've got the Oasis Flight Cave. And I think that's it.
Yeah, we don't have paralysis to actually do the Kensu tag. Plus, I don't remember if we've seen the Swan pub or not.
No, I don't think we have.
Probably means it's in Portella. Speed boots.
That's nice. Oh, we got the other check in Saber West. That's the last check. But I forgot about the
Oh yeah,
camera-
tornado bracelet spot.
tornado bracelet spot.
Oh, and the insect flute, which is what Mashima is going to do right now.
And we have divergence.
It looks like
I didn't know it was possible in this seed.
Tornel's checking Oasis Cave, looks like.
Yeah.
Did they ever break
Unfortunately,
the...
unless Mashima gets the key to prison right away here, I think this divergence favors Tornel, because he found the speed boots first thing.
Did we get behind the wall for the power bracelet spot?
I do not believe so.
I guess there's 2 checks here.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
There it is.
well, okay, now it definitely favors Tornel. Meanwhile, the insects had a big ol' nothing. Yeah, Tornel, you should
Tornel is
probably
wearing
equip those.
the iron necklace.
I told you it was good. See, it's clearly better than the speed boots.
But
Or at
it's
least Tornel
double
thinks
worthless because it makes you forget to put on your speed boots.
I don't know. Tornel's won a tournament before. I feel like I gotta trust his opinion here.
I think we just need to mock him mercilessly after the race is over.
Oh, that too. But
that sounds like a chat GPT strategy right there, Code. Not gonna lie.
okay, good. Getting the warrior ring reminded him to go equip the warrior ring. At which point he saw that he had the speed boots and was like, "Wait a second."
Seed is cheating.
Tornel, why are you resetting out of that? Come
You
on.
don't need your opals anymore.
That enemy was
also,
doing you a
like,
favor in clearing up inventory space.
And there's the Kensu bar.
Yep.
Probably does not matter at this point.
Oh,
There's Crystalis.
free tower, free tower.
So the big question here is Pyramid in Portoa Castle, and are we just done?
Stick C. It is not going to be seen tonight.
Okay. Well, that's bad news for Mashima.
Yeah, because Tornel's in go mode.
Yeah.
That's what he was saving that opal for. Yeah, and Tornel knows that he's skipping the chest in here.
Yep.
The chest of disappointment for a reason.
So you can get the quick tail.
Nope.
Oh,
It's still pretty quick, though.
yeah. Iframes, what are those? Alright. Yep, just got Dragon 2. Walk
Alright,
up the
Mosh-
tower and beat up a robot.
Now, is Mashima going to go actually get the item in the middle here, or is he going to reset out as soon as he gets this key to prison? Alright, he is going to check the item in the middle. He knows that he could still be looking for the fog lamp. We know that he's not, that it's just that key to prison is go mode.
Well, got a little closer, you get more shots out, but he gets him in one round anyway.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, this race basically came down to who got key to prison first.
Yeah, this is one of the most linear seeds I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really didn't open up until the very end. And there was only one item you were looking for at that point.
And then there was only 3 different ways to go.
Yeah.
Because you've done so much of the rest of the seed. Now, is Tornel going to check on the beach house at the top? Nope.
Nope.
Guard is going to die.
Much by picking up Crystalis here.
Dinah, probably one more cycle. And that's it. Get your GGs in chat for Tornel.
Oh
No! Disregard! Disregard!
Wow!
Well, that was rude.
It's not over
I mean,
till
there
it's
isn't
over.
a world where he loses this race, I don't think.
No, that would have to happen like 2 more times. But yeah,
Yeah,
don't let
wow,
go of the
what
barrier
kind of
button
power.
just because you've beaten Dinah.
At this point, Dinah should just be dead. You could stick your sword in. That'd be the fair way. Alright, take 2. Leave the barrier up.
I'll be honest, I was wondering why I hadn't seen Tornel actually finish in the race time chat.
This isn't. I didn't put finish and then undo finish. Alright, hold on now, hold on. Wait for it.
Alright,
And
now get
GG.
your GGs out. And that is Tornel's official race time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 11 seconds. Mashima is not going to be very far behind him.
Washima unable to get the 1 cycle, sadly.
Yeah, Dragon not quite going for the jumbo
Tornel,
popcorn.
GG, but you almost choked.
Oh gosh, if I had lost because of that, I would have been so sad. Oh my goodness.
It was
GG,
close.
Tornel.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that linearity?
Yeah, there really weren't too many options in this seed.
Yeah, it basically came down to who got key to prison first, and you went the right way to start with. You went speed boots, key to prison immediately. Mashima went, let's go do the insect flute check, and then went speed boots, key to prison.
Yeah, insect
And-
flute only had an antidote, so
Yeah.
that was
Well, it makes up for the top of Hydra I checked, so.
Yeah,
Also
that's
had the
true.
antidote.
That's true.
Did you forget you had the speed boots, or?
Yeah, for a minute I did, and I was like, oh man!
You didn't go very long with them not equipped, mind you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't just put on the warrior ring. Goa Fortress was full of absolutely all consumables except for the last floor.
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright.
Get your GGs out from Mashima.
And Mashima has finished with an official race time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 3 seconds. GG's, Mashima. Presumably we'll get him in here as well. Pretty close race.
I figured it would be.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I blew it for sure. I was so mad at myself. God. I'm still upset about that. It'll take me a minute to get over that. I had my other hand ready to hit done. And then, yeah, I was just getting too far ahead of myself.
Was that Medusa? Took your opal.
GG's, Mashima.
Yeah, exactly. The one that
Oh.
I fell off the slope and it took my... Yeah. Oh, no, actually, that was... I reset out of that one. Where did I lose it again?
In Pyramid.
Medusa in the pyramid.
Oh, yeah, that stupid Medusa. Gosh. I saved that opal the entire game, too, until that point. I sold the other
GG's,
one.
Mashima.
GG's.
I'm super salty at Sabra too. 3 cobwebs went through a barrier to completely drain my MP, and then everything she did took like small bits out of my health. So I'm like, okay, I'm sitting at half health. I can take one more hit. We're good. Then she bodies me for the entire pool and cracks an opal immediately. So I reset the fight. I should have just accepted it and stabbed her, and then I would have won the race. Like that Sabra fight's what cost me everything.
Yeah, honestly, the race, the seed. I mean, the seed was pretty linear, as I'm sure you're no doubt aware. The race was pretty close, and it basically came down to who made the right call, getting Key to prison, searching for Key to prison. So,
right. That's why nothing else bothers me except for that Sabra fight, where she just completely ignores barrier and all rules of the game to kill me.
yeah, that's pretty
There's
frustrating.
just a suggestion sometimes.
I tried to give it to you, or make up some time for you.
Yeah,
you wanna tell them what you did,
Tornel died after Dinah was dead, but before he finished exploding.
And he got the speed boots and said, I don't need to use these. I think Mashima might be muted.
Huh? No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Just not much to say.
Yeah.
My
But yeah, there were times where you guys were synced inside of the Goa Fortress.
Yeah, you were when you were going up Saber North, you were basically exactly like less than 15 seconds apart, probably.
Yeah, our Mado 2 time was almost identical. Like a minute or so.
Yeah. Really, the only slight difference in the routing before the very end was Tornel did Moto 1 before going into Goa, and Mashima did it after.
I knew that was going to happen.
Well, we had Brokahana, so I was like, why not? You know.
Yeah. That you always do that. Always do that. And if I do it, it never pays off. And if you do it, it like 80 to 90% of the time it pays off. So I'm like, I'm not gonna bother because I know he's going to, and if that is flight or something, then I've already lost and whatever, I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna go in and hope that just going in is the right choice. And I didn't find anything relevant like flight or anything to speed me up, just more progress.
Yeah. Honestly, Goa was extremely empty. There were like 3 progression items in there, and only one that immediately unlocked more checks, and that was at the very end, the key to Stixie. But yeah. So, any last thoughts before we start talking about future upcoming races and matchups?
Sabra 2 is still the most garbage boss in the game. I put her way ahead of Motto.
Mono's
I will
the
agree
hardest
with you on that
boss,
one.
but Sabera is like the most annoying boss.
Like, I'm sure you saw the damage I was doing. Like, I was considering going back for a sword charge glitch because to get the level 3 instead of the level 2. I'm like, this might actually make this fight faster.
Yeah.
Tornel actually did a little bit of level grinding right before doing the fight, and it made a noticeable difference, actually. Normally you
Just
can't do that, but there
trail
was a flower like right there.
The pollen plant was just right there by the door. I was like, oh, convenient.
Yeah,
That's why I needed to just accept the opal loss. I generally do just accept an opal loss and then go stab her to just speed the fight up a lot. This one though, I didn't have armor, and then Motto 2 is looming, and I'm like, I need the opals because he's gonna do something stupid, so we'll be good for Motto 2. And like retrospect, I was way too hung up on those opals before Motto 2.
Yeah, Tornel ended
But
up
you-
selling one of his.
You didn't have the iron necklace for Mato 2, did you? Where was
No,
that?
that was off of the
Oh, that's what was on Brokahana. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
it was
it,
our necklace.
we had some
Actually, it helped a
discussions
lot.
about
Yeah.
whether or not that actually paid off.
Well, I didn't have any armor. How much does that help if you don't have armor? I know it helps some still. but-
He
No,
was doing significantly more damage to Mashamba.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes
I thought
a huge
it did,
difference.
but yeah.
Yeah, it makes.
I will say though, the trade-off is it actually put you at a higher scaling
yeah.
breakpoint for specifically the Sparrow 2 fight. So Sparrow 2 had like 10 more hit points and maybe a little bit more defense. But because I think you had 2 levels on Mashima, you were still doing more damage per hit. Alright, so upcoming races. As a result of this race, Tornel, you are going on to play Just Chris next round. And Mashima, you are going to
I
be
was here
playing...
just to scout my opponent.
Yeah.
Mashima, you are going to be playing What is Nope in the lower bracket. Both of those should be a good time. And then upcoming matches, we have 4 matches on the schedule. There are going to be races all throughout this weekend, and even going into Monday and Tuesday. So we have tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the Axeman versus Zero. Then we have Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Tending versus Sho Fukumachi. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Matrick versus J-Ro Boy. And then finally, Tuesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Dragon Dark versus Uranium Anchor. Also known as the 2 racers with the weirdest schedules.
Well, in my defense, it's mostly Dragon Dark. Like,
Yeah.
I could have made other times work, but he basically can only play in the afternoons, so that's
That happens, but we've got comms even for that, so I'm happy. I'm perfectly happy to have a 3 in the afternoon race. But my only disappointment is I personally won't be able to make it because I have a dentist appointment that conflicts with it, but so it goes.
I mean, you can't do comms, but you can still track.
Just calm from the chair. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be great experience for everyone for me to try to comms with the dentist like wrist deep in my mouth. Like, I'm good. Thank you, as always, to Speedgaming for hosting. This is always, as always, has been a lot of fun. Wraps it up for us. So until next time, we'll see you. Bye.